And before we get to Netflix, Jeremy, give me your thought on Facebook. It doesn't appear to be dinging the stock too badly that the Washington Post is reporting you've got investigators considering a massive fine against Facebook.
Yeah, but how massive? Facebook makes so much money. It's going to have to be extremely, extremely massive to make any kind of difference, especially long term. Look at Google already getting 2 record-setting fines from Europe, and it's barely caused a blip in that stock and in their finances. So I don't know if a monetary penalty is really going to show up at this point. It would have to be so massive that it would blow everybody away, and I don't think they're going to be able to do that.
Okay, so no wonder the stock is not turning negative at the moment. It is up about 1% right now. Okay, let's get back to Netflix. Tuna, one thing that I gleaned from Netflix is simply this, that they had added 8.8 million subscribers who pay, and they did this globally, so game, set, match, they're in the winning position.
That's exactly right. So that number was 1 million more than we were expecting, and also the consensus estimates and guidance from the company itself, all entirely due to the positive surprise on the international subscriber trajectory. So I think that if you consider like the last quarter, Q3, where they beat by 2 million, now in Q4 they beat by another 1 million. I mean, that's remarkable. For a company that's barely just 12 years old, and it just speaks to the potential upside ahead. But beyond that, I think the idea that they are now starting to turn the corner in terms of kind of the visibility of free cash flow, while they're guiding to another cash burn of $3 billion in 2019, they did say, and our model suggests that 2 to 3 years from now, we're actually seeing a positive trajectory for free cash flow generation, which would be a major turning point for investors.
Since the IPO, it's up 30,800%. My eyes are going like this. They're freaking out when they see that number. All right, Jeremy. Okay, people are addicted to Netflix. I found it really interesting that Netflix kind of flicked off its competitors, such as Disney and Comcast, in the streaming space like they were flies on their shoulder. And yet they brought up Fortnite. We need to let our viewers know about the sort of genesis and the genetics of Fortnite. It's owned and created by Epic Games, and Tencent, the Chinese conglomerate, has a stake in that. So Tencent is the way to play something like that. But do you believe Netflix when it says it's most worried about Fortnite stealing all the eyeballs?
Yeah, I believe it. I've been booted off of my TV watching Netflix so that my stepdaughter can play Fortnite on the Xbox on the TV. This is a big fight for eyeballs, right? Everybody wants your attention, and that is not just against Disney and Amazon, but it is against the wide. You can go against Amazon in reading books. Some people will turn off a Netflix show and then start reading. So you are going to have to fight for that, but it's a little bit disingenuous because they are going to fight a lot more streaming competitors. There are a lot of people coming for what Netflix already does, and that could at some point affect growth, especially if prices continue to go up.
Well, right,
and also
let me just jump in and say
content.
Tencent is at $43.55. We've had some stock pickers on who absolutely love this company. It's certainly not at its high, which was $61, but it's not at its low, which was $31. Tuna, do you still say just take Netflix, forget Disney, forget Comcast, even though they are jumping into the streaming game, or do you put some strength and some real oomph into possible competitors here?
Well, I think that what Netflix is saying now, that the competitors are kind of go beyond the traditional definition. This is actually what we've been saying for a while in terms of our overall theses and how this kind of internet video landscape is evolving. So I think when you think about the competition for eyeballs, screen time, they did put out a stat that they account for about 10% of total television screen time, less than that on the mobile front. So all of these alternate entertainment sources, I think, really kind of redefine the overall paradigm. So to your question more specifically in terms of the potential impact on Netflix, I do believe that we're still in the relatively early to mid innings of this kind of phenomenon, especially on the international market where you've got the broadband household base just barely getting scratched, much underpenetrated compared to the U.S. So while Disney and NBC and everyone else are jumping jumping into the fray. Time Warner in the streaming wars. We think that the pie is large enough that Netflix can stake out its claim and continue to kind of grow nicely, especially given the content investments that they've accelerated in anticipation that they're going to be losing some of that content.
But you get people who say they're throwing too much money over some mediocre stuff. But Jeremy, Disney doesn't do things half-heartedly. So if they're going into streaming, they're going to really try and do this correctly. You got to figure that you can really never just say we won. You got to say we're winning, because it's a work in progress. So Netflix is winning, but could Disney give them a run for their money?
It's possible they have so much back content. But again, I mean, we saw HBO come in, and they have so much of a back library as well that they're putting forward, and yet they still haven't been able to take that chunk out of Netflix. We've seen Amazon come in and do this. They have already faced increasing competition for 2-3 years, and they have grown their subscribers, paid subscribers, by between 24 and 26% for 5 quarters in a row with that increased competition. So I think we're going to see something else besides other streaming competitors be the thing that does knock Netflix off if Netflix gets knocked off.
Well, I think by admitting that Fortnite is a force to be reckoned with, Netflix just woke a lot of people up to the power of that game. Good to see both of you. Tuna, Jeremy, come back again. Thank you.